I'm trying to talk to her what is she? I don't know why she is.
We live, so yeah. Can y'all check to see if the sound's on? Sure. Yeah, we talk about. All right, talk about. Hey, Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shem Allah Bashem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. I'm Peace and Officer Kamadah. I'm gonna hold the class down till Officer Kapar gets back. You know what I mean? So today's the Lashawan Qadash, and you know what I mean? Why it's so important? Which means Lashawan Qadash, first of all, means the holy tongue. You know what I mean? And that's the language of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? But we've been through our captivity, we have learned, of course, the oppressor's language. Whether you're in America, you're in another country, you won't speak the oppressor's language. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to go back to your roots. You know what I'm saying? Because we are a separate people. You know what I'm saying? So you know, if you go up or you can invest into an app that's going to teach you another language, you know what I'm saying? Why not invest into learning your own language? You know what I'm saying? Why not take the time out of your day on a Friday, you know what I'm saying, and tune in and learn, you know what I'm saying, how to speak the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? So we do have common words that we use in the school. You know what I mean? Like you'll hear brother salute, you know what I mean? Brother say, hey man, you tawab. You know, tawab means you good. You know what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters gonna see each other, hey, shalom. You know what I'm saying? Brothers gonna thank each other, sisters gonna thank each other, you know what I mean? They're gonna eat the water. You know what I mean? A yonder So these are common words that we use. You know what I mean? Of course, you know what I'm saying? Because it is our culture. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but today we're gonna teach Black and Latinos how to read and write, you know, the ancient Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have the brother come up and write the alphabet down. You know, so as he's writing it down, I'm gonna explain it. So, you know what I mean? In America, you're taught to write from left to right. You know what I mean? But in the Hebrew, we write from right to left. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the God's enemy always wants to change, you know what I mean, what's right. You know what I mean? They always want to oppose the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go into the pronunciations of the Hebrew alphabet. You know what I'm saying? And the characters. You know what I'm saying? So if brothers and sisters need a chart, you put your email on the chat, and then we'll be glad to email you a chart and the tools that you need to, you know what I mean, to learn your language. You know what I'm saying? So we also reread the ancient Hebrew, and we also read the Assyrian. You know what I mean? And the Assyrian is no different than you reading the ancient Hebrew. The only thing is that, of course, it's a little bit easier once you learn the ancient Hebrew because it has connectors, and you'll be able to you'll know how ways words is pronounced. Where in the Assyrian, it doesn't have the connectors. You know what I mean? But Officer Kapar, you know, he'll be able to break it down to y'all once he gets here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let the brother finish. All right, so see that? So all right, so you know, first we have the ah. You know what I'm saying? Ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka. You know, you say the ka because you have the ka and the ka. This is ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, fa. You know what I'm saying? So these are the paleo, the ancient characters. You know what I'm saying? So you might see a brother, you know what I mean, he'll have this fly garment, and he'll have like my name is Kamada. So you'll have the ka, the ma, the da, and the ha. You know what I mean? And then you see brothers with their name on their garment. You know what I mean? You'll see brothers with their tribe, representing their tribe on their garments, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fly thing. You know what I'm saying? So the brother's gonna write it down in Assyrian as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave this up for a second, so brothers and sisters can write the characters down. Y'all let me know if y'all could see them clearly. Maybe the ka is a little bit distorted. Let me see. All right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go over the Hebrew letters again. The A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ta. You know what I'm saying? So, when you start to pick up on the language, you know what I'm saying? You want to teach it to your children. You want to incorporate it into your everyday speaking. You know what I mean? It's like for example, like I'm Latino. You know what I mean? And we speak Spanglish. You know what I mean? But now, like I said, we incorporate common words into our speech. You know what I'm saying? When I see the brother, I say, little man, you tawab, you know what I mean? You want some yum yum, you know what I mean? That's some strong. You want some drink? You know what I mean? So the same way me as a Latino, I speak Spanglish, you know what I mean? Now I want to speak, you know what I mean? I want to incorporate some of these Hebrew terms into my vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? And then the brother, if you could read this for me. We get a precept, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because the Hebrew language has power. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it has power when you pray. You know what I'm saying? Like even Kamada, when that sounds powerful. You know what I mean? In the English, you know what I mean, you'll consider a vowel and the A and these words, even in Spanish, you know what I'm saying? Like having an A at the end of the word or having an A in the word is kind of, it'll make it feminine, but in the Hebrew, you know what I mean, it has a strong note. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if I could, can you read Ecclesiasticus in the middle? Let me see. Salaki. So like, you know what I'm saying? So it has a different it's heavy when you speak in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find this precept. Yeah, if you could read, it's in the, there we go. It should be like in the middle.
Ecclesiasticus 2:10.
No, this is the first chapter of Ecclesiasticus. It's in the middle of the paragraph. Oh, here we go. I found it right here. If you could read this for me, Baba Shaw, right here. From which?
The book of in the Apocrypha, the book of Ecclesiasticus. chapter 1 in the middle of.
It's in the middle paragraph.
In the middle paragraph, right? Which we have labored.
Oh, so like. So like for the same things uttered.
Okay, yes. There we go. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them, and not only these things, but the law itself.
And so if I could, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you've seen our Sabbath services, right? You see brothers throwing up prayers, and we'll say the prayer in the Hebrew. You know what I mean? So we'll say, like, let's say for example, we have the bless Israel. You know what I mean? Yahweh, Hashem, so like Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Lanawa, Wa Yashar Allah, Yahabathya, Saparium, Bahasham, Yahushai, Tawara Aman. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to translate that into the English, of course we do translate it into the English. You know what I'm saying? And if I could, let me just translate what I said. Give me a second.
So what was that precept that you just gave for the?
It's in the Apocrypha, the first chapter, and it's in the middle. It's in the middle of the verse.
The first chapter of what?
Of the Ecclesiasticus, Salakia, Ecclesiasticus.
Oh.
Yeah. So the Apocrypha, it's one of the books that was taken from the original composition of the Bible. Give me a second, Salakia. I want to be able to translate what I said.
Yeah.
All right, so I got it right here. So this is exactly what I said in the Hebrew, right? So I said Yahweh, which is the name of the Most High, in the name. So like, in the name of Yahweh Shai, which everyone knows as Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai is his Hebrew name. You know what I mean? And it says, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. You know what I mean? So, when you say that blessing in the Hebrew, it has way more power. You know what I mean? When we throw that prayer to the Lord, like it means, right. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just that more heavy. It's much more heavier than we just say it in English. You know what I'm saying? Because in English, the English tongue, is a precious language. You know what I'm saying? So, but of course we read it in the ancient Hebrew and in the English, so brothers and sisters can know what we're saying. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know what I mean, once you get into the habit of saying the prayers, saying these words, you know what I mean, it just becomes secondhand to you. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if I could, I'm gonna have a brother come up here and then write it in Assyrian. You know what I mean? So y'all can see the Assyrian characters and get familiar, you know what I'm saying? Because you are gonna run into a Torah. You know, if I could, I'm gonna show what Torah looks like. You know what I mean? This right here, Tanakh, you know what I'm saying? In the English, it's gonna be Torah. You know what I mean? So if you could see, I mean, get a closer look, you're gonna see the ancient, the Syrian, you know what I mean? But the white man, the goddamn devil, the Jewish man, he puts all these little dots and all these little, you know what I'm saying, little things, I guess, to pronounce the word or whatnot. I don't know. You know what I mean? But this is Yiddish, you know what I'm saying? That's Yiddish right there. And Yiddish, you know, mainly it's German. Mainly it's German with the Hebrew. You know what I mean? That what they speak is not Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? They like you want to say you know what I'm saying? They always say Yehudi. You know what I'm saying? That's you know they want to say Yehudi, of course, will be the tribe of Judah. You know what I'm saying? But in the ancient Hebrew, you say Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? That's how you say the tribe of Judah. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you want to tell a white man, the oppressor, you know what I'm saying, the ish, you know what I'm saying, you'll tell him Atalo Yehudi. You know what I mean? You're not the Jew.
That's right.
You know? And in the Hebrew, you'll say how do you say you say Ata, which means you, La'ah. That's how you say, La'ah is how you say not or no. You know what I'm saying? But they say lo. That's how they, you know what I mean? In the ancient Hebrew, there is no O. You know what I'm saying? So you'll say Ata lo Yehudi, which is garbage. You know what I'm saying? But we say Ata La'ah Yehudi. You know what I'm saying? You see how much more power that has.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how you tell the goddamn oppressor he's not. You know what I mean? The real Jew. You know what I'm saying? So you know the brother, you know he's getting these characters down, and you know again if you're just tuning in, put your email down if you wanna get a Hebrew chart, Lashawan Qadash chart. Start practicing your characters. You know what I mean? Start practicing how to pronounce the alphabet. And you know another thing with the Syrian, you're gonna have some characters that have double characters, and the double characters only fall or they change when they're at the end of a word. You know what I'm saying? That's when they change these double characters. So, you know what I mean? I'm about to go into like one of them would be like the ma, the na. You know what I'm saying? These characters change. You know, another thing too that can sharpen your or get familiar. You know, when you tune in into the Sabbath service, you know what I mean. The brother reads. You know, we read the book of Leviticus or you know anything that the brother goes into. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna read it in the ancient Hebrew, and then you know the brother will break it down. You know what I'm saying? That's another class you guys should tune in. You know what I'm saying? And also you know get will help your Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Will help you learn the Hebrew as well. And you know what I'm saying? You get to see what the Sabbath service is about. So again, we're gonna go through these characters. You know what I'm saying? You have the I, the Ba, the Ga, the not the it's like the Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma. So like let me go back. The Ka, these are both the characters, right? So this one is the one that falls if it's in the beginning or the middle. This one down here in the parentheses, this one the one that we use at the end of a word, right? You have the la, same thing with the ma. You have the first character that falls in the beginning or the middle of the word, and then you have the character that falls at the end of a word. Same thing with the na. You know, you have the character in the beginning or the middle, the one in the end. Sa, I, pa, both, two characters. Taza, same thing, two characters. So like a qua, ra, sha, tha. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, it's a little harder to read in the Assyrian because, you know, one thing right now, if, you know, I might show a few words that will help you understand the connectors to read the Paleo, and the Assyrian doesn't have connectors, so it's slightly harder to read it. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to be well studied in reading the Hebrew. You know what I mean? Once you get familiar, you're gonna see the characters. You're gonna be able to read the word like if it's secondhand. Like if, you know what I'm saying? So let me get some words if I could. So like can you erase the board? Photoshop?
Come on, sir.
I mean, I'm gonna get some words that have connectors and that have let me see, that kind of difficult. I mean, just to show the difference. You know what I'm saying? Can you write this one? Let me see. So this word is gonna be Slovakia. All right, so we're gonna have beginning. So the word for beginning is Ra'asya. So, you know, I'm gonna break it down. Ra, Ash, Ya. Right? And then another one is cluster. You know, and these words are just to show, you know what I'm saying, the connections of the different characters. You know what I'm saying? How what characters make pronunciation. You know, sometimes you have a one character that's just used singularly, and then you have two characters that make a word. You know what I'm saying? Like this one right here is two characters that make this word. You know, but the brother's about to come up here. So the second one is cluster. And then if I could, for cluster is Ashkawal. Wall. And another one. These have multiple connectors, so let me see, Slovakia. no sweat. I'll just use another one like blaze. Blaze, the word for blaze is lahab. Now the brother's about to come up here and he's about to write it in the ancient Hebrew and then also in the Assyrian. And then we're gonna show, you know what I'm saying, how to pronounce it, how it's written, the connection.
Blaze.
Oh yeah, I'm still lahab.
Yeah, hey, you know the whole time, sir, I thought it was blaze. Like knife blade.
Okay, it does mean, I guess it could mean both.
Okay.
It means blade and also means blaze. You know what I'm saying?
That's tight.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't even do that intensive.
No, that's all good. That's a good one.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
All these words are good. I like the cluster too, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? So you know, these words have multiple connectors. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just to show how they're pronounced and also in the Syrian, you know what I mean? They don't have the connectors, so you know, you will have to be well studied in order for you to see the word and know how it's pronounced. If you're a brother and sister that's just tuning in, you know what I'm saying? You need tools to learn this right here. Drop your email. We're gonna send you a chart. We're gonna send you, you know what I'm saying? If you're a student in the school, of course, you know, you could get the blessings, you know, the salute, how to salute a brother and a sister. You know what I'm saying? Because of course you're gonna be coming to class. You know, you want to salute a brother and a sister. You know what I'm saying? There's something wrong with you if you don't salute a brother or you don't salute a sister. You know what I'm saying? And and you know what I mean? Just come into your culture. The house would be easy. Now, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go. So beginning, that's the English term, right? So the way you say beginning in the ancient Hebrew is Ra-Ash Yath. You know what I'm saying? So you have the Ra, and you have the Ash and the so like the Ra, the Ah, and the Shah, right? But when you connect them, right? So you have the Ah and then the Shah, right? But when you connect them, you don't see the H and the A here, right? So they drop off, right? So sometimes sometimes it'll have the I in there, the H, you know what I'm saying? But in this case, is just ash,
Right.
right? So, you know, when you connect them, the last letter always drops off, and that's what makes it ash. So this connector is a singular. That singular right there, this one right here, it connects two words, two characters that make a word. That's where you have the ash, right? And then you have the yah. So it's the yah and the tha, right? So in here, you don't see the ah. I mean, you don't see an a, right? So it makes a yah. You know what I'm saying? So of course, I was saying in the Assyrian, you don't have the connectors. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to be well. You have to tune into every class, man, so you could know how you say. So that's the ra, the ah, the sha, the ya, and the th, right? So it doesn't have the connectors. So somebody new might say ra, ah, sha, ya, th. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? That's why you need to come into class and learn. You know what I'm saying? So that way you'll be able, you know, you'll know that that's not a tha right here. You know what I mean? You'll know that the ya and the tha is together, which makes ya, right? So right here you have cluster. In the ancient Hebrew is ash, ka, wall, right? So you have the ah is connected with the sha, which makes ash. You have the ka singular, and then you have the wall, the wa, and the la, which makes wall, right? And then you have in the Assyrian, you know, you have the ah, the sha, the ka, the wa, and the la. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you're not familiar, you know what I'm saying, you'll think you won't know if this one's connected to this one. If it'll say wak, you know what I'm saying? But this is ash, I mean, so like a shock. You'll think that's shock, you know what I'm saying? You'll think that these two is singular, you know what I mean? So you come into the school, you'll learn, you know what I mean, the connection, you know what I'm saying? If it has a connector for singular, and so ash, ka, wall, which is cluster. And so you have blaze, you know what I'm saying? Laha, that's how you say it. You know what I'm saying? Even when you say it in the Hebrew, you know what I'm saying? You say blaze, but it has more power. You say lahab. You know what I'm saying? That right there has, you know what I mean? It has like a, or you want to say something?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Not to interrupt.
No,
I
sir.
forgot to do the connectors on that one.
On this one, yeah.
Salaki.
Lahab, right? So you have the la and ha, the ha and the ba, which makes hab, right? Again, the right here doesn't have a, otherwise it'll be haba. You know what I'm saying? But when they're connected, it makes hab. You know what I'm saying? Lahab, blaze. You know what I'm saying? You have it in the Syrian. You know what I'm saying? The la, the ha, and the ba. Right? Another thing, I was speaking about the double characters. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the ma, the na has double characters. So I'm gonna look for a word where the character changes. So Salaki, let me look for a word where the character changes. Okay. So I got enough. If you could erase this right here, Bokasha. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show where the word, where the letter changes in the Assyrian. You know what I'm saying? Because the characters in the ancient Hebrew are always gonna be the same, but they change. Some characters in the Assyrian change when they're at the end of a word. So I'm gonna put some words up here that have that where the character changes at the end. So one of the words is let's see. So bread. Yeah, bread. Bread, right? So bread, you say lakam. La kam. Another one is born. Born is sapar. Salagi. Let me see. No, born is now. Born. Oh yeah. Nawalak. That's how you say born. Nawalak. Na. Wa. Lock. Right. And let me get a third one. Third one. Let me see what's another connector over here. The word changes. Yeah. All right. The third one is going to be blessed. And these words are just for teaching purposes, right? So we'll see where in the Syrian, the character at the end changes. So for the word for blessed is barak. You know what I mean? So in the you'll hear the word barak when we throw up the prayers. You know what I'm saying? We say bless you. When we say a salute to a brother, you'll hear that word in there. All right, if you could put them down in the Hebrew and also in the Assyrian. Sure. Y'all have a question as well. You have to put it down on the chat. You want to learn how to say a word? If it's if we have it on hand, you know what I mean. We could look for it and you know what I mean. You want to learn how to say something. Okay, so you have bread like come. You know what I mean. You're gonna see brothers you know, the day Sabbath service, you know, you're gonna see 2 loaves of bread. You know, that's part of the Sabbath service. You know, it's pronounced lakam, right? So you have the la, which is singular. You have the ka and the ma, right? But in the Syrian you have the la, the ka, and the ma. But the ma is 2 characters. You have, so like, let me watch the thing. Right? So the ma, right? So that's the ma, that's the first character, right? But this character right here, it changes. That character right there, there we go. It changes, like, you know, right here is a separation, over here is closed. This one right here, the ma. So it changed, right? La kam, right? And then you have born. Born is nawalak. Na, wa, both singular, and lak, you know, connector. So in the Syrian, you have the na, the wa, the la, and the ka, la wak. But the ka in the Syrian is two characters. The lak, the ka is like the ka. Right. So the ka, right, is two characters. But when it falls at the end, this character is always used in the beginning or the middle of a word. This character here is always used at the end. That's why it changed. You know what I'm saying? And you have bless, barak. You have the ba, the ra, and the ka. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Just I explained it over here. You have the ka. It's at the end, so the character changes. You know what I'm saying? The next thing we're gonna go into is let's see. You could go into another thing too is singular and plural, right? Can you come get to that? So you know what I'm saying? So you have the word you know what I mean? Yeah, come. You have the word you, right? So when it's singular, I'm gonna show y'all, you know what I mean? The word you is so you say bless you, barakatah, you know, so we have, okay. Because also, you know what I mean, there's words that change when you're saying it to a brother and then when you're saying it to a sister. So you have barakatah, which means bless you. Bless you. It's Barak. Select it. Fuck. Right? Yeah, barakatah. So we'll show you how you say it to a brother. how you say it to a sister. Right? So if I could, right? So when you say it to one brother, it's barakatah, right? If you say it to multiple brothers, you know, sometimes you see a group and you don't, you know what I mean? You about to be on your way to the slavery. And it's a lot. You know what I mean? And you want to say the way you say it, if there's one, you were one brother, you say barakatah, bless you. You are multiple brothers, you know, and you say bless you all, right? So it'll change from a tha to a thumb. This is singular, this is plural. A thumb is plural. You know what I'm saying? Bless you all. That's how you say it to a brother. Right? And then for a sister is select. Let me see. For the sisters are done. And then also could change. Let's see. A done you say to the sister, and how do you say that? Select. Let me. Okay, so like it is the same for the sisters, right? That the is singular, and a thun is plural. You know what I'm saying? So there's a group of sisters. You know what I'm saying? I see them. Yahweh Shema ala thun, because it's a group, right? And a the when it's a singular. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's also masculine and feminine. You know what I mean? No, I'm gonna leave that up there. You know what I'm saying? If you could, write these words in the Hebrew.
Want me to write it directly under?
Yeah. I mean, we already went over the Barak, but if you could do the, you don't have to do it over here, but just the, you could just do the and the thumb, and then a thun. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so. Con. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna go over it once again. Hold on. Okay, no sweat. So you have a the. You know when you say blessing to a brother, Barak a the. You know what I'm saying? When it's multiple brothers, Barak a thumb, right? So you have a the singular, and then you have plural, a thumb, Barak a thumb, and then you have for the sisters, right? It changes. A the it would be the same you, and then you all, a done. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference when you refer to a brother and you refer to a sister. You know what I'm saying? Another one we're gonna go over is Salaga. Let me see. Let me see what else I can bring up. Salaga. Another one too is there for masculine and feminine, right? Of course, we're just making a distinction of how in the Hebrew there's masculine words to refer to men, and there's feminine words to refer to women. All right, so another one would be we're gonna use they and their. So they masculine, and then feminine, right? And then
So like I said, for me,
yeah,
just a question. When you say they, you talking about the group setting?
yeah, con.
Okay.
Yeah, con. So we say they, when you're referring to they as a group of men, and then they as a group of females, right? Because you know what I'm saying? We're making a distinction. So they, and then also we're gonna use three. They, and their. Right, so the word for they the word is ham, and for female is han. Right, so and the word for there, masculine is ma, and the word for there is na. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have a brother come up here and write it in the ancient. In the daily watch. So you have the ham, which is they for men, and han for women. And then you say there, you know what I'm saying? Ma and na. I say make a distinction when you're referencing to a group of men and then a group of women, right? But we're gonna clap it up. Police Officer Kapar is in the house, and he's gonna take over the class. This is his Lashawan Qadash class, so you know what I mean. Go play.
Yeah. Salaki on my time. Get caught up in traffic. Okay, you hey Salaki, so you were left
I was just, you could take over, you know what I mean? I was just making, you know what I mean?
did you guys go over the alphabets and do all that?
Yeah, come over the alphabet.
I mean, when you guys you did like he is the one. I'll go into it. No sweat.
I don't even have notes.
No sweat. Let's see. So I'm gonna watch my chat. Oh yeah, you got some eyes on me? That's wise. Okay, I'm like as he was talking about like a feminine, to use like a her, like to say her is within his. I'll go into the his first. Like a feminine character or male characters in the Lashawan. And characters. Like a his, if you were to see like in the beginning of a sentence, like the his to make it a male character would be like a wa. You would see a wa. Let me see. So and sometimes wa could be like so it means and as well, depending on how you use it in a sentence. And then a her, like her, the character with her would be ha. But if you were to use that character as like a male and female, you want to say like hours. Like hours would be na wa. Like and then okay. And if you want to use a Like when you would use a male character for you, like yours. Going to yours. I'm gonna put the male like that. So for yours would be calm. Calm. Are you like when you hear like thumb, like when you would say for like all male characters, like a thumb for everybody, you say with the it's with the M thumb. Go ahead.
For the hour.
Uh-huh.
Nah, and the water that's melting. Which is the
That would be
masculine and feminine?
that would well if you're saying hours like
Oh, that's together.
that's together. That's like hours, like male and female. You would say now why? That's like hours, like male and female. That's when you could use that. But for yours, the male is come. Like when you would hear if you hear like a salute like Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Barakathum, we hear the that's male. And you would hear Yahweh Shemar Ilathan. The Thun is a female character. So that's where you get that M at where you call it come for yours as a male character. And then when you have a female yours, I mean a female character, when you're using yours for a female, the F in there, it would be con. You gotta remember the ma is a male character. The na, I mean the N is a female character. When you are writing in the Lashawan. And then you have there for the male character. Go ahead and put that in there. It would be ma. Remember, the m is more masculine. The ma is more masculine. And then you have there for the female, for the feminine, it's a na. Go ahead.
So you just have the ma and the nas for when you talk about like just to.
Yeah, when you hear the na, you know it's a female character.
Oh, no.
It's a female character when you were writing, like if you were writing with the theirs or the con. I mean, the yours would be con. Of course, we know con means yes.
But it depends on how you use
It just depends on where it's used at.
Oh.
It lets you know the characteristics. If you're talking if you're talking to a female, when I say na, like with the na character, like tan,
right.
that's a female character. When I say thumb, or with the at the end of it, that's a male character.
Okay. It's a lot. One more question.
Go ahead.
It's a lot. So it's just the his and the her. That's just why and how that basically sets it different.
Hours, like no wa, it's like
Yeah.
hours. It's not a female or a male character.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's when that comes in. But when you're speaking with the female, or when you would say his, it would be wa. Of course, we know wa as well means and.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then when you're talking to a female, you would say ha. If you understand that. When you're writing, when you're writing out a sentence. When directing to a female as a female. I woke up. Look, I'm finna tell you. Yo, yesterday I woke up late.
Like y'all take that.
All right, no sweat, no sweat. Oh, we back on board. Salakia. Excuse me. Yeah. Ruffle on the feathers. We back on board. Yeah, God. Yeah, for charger?
Yeah.
You need one? Give me a second.
No, sweat.
You got it?
You got so what?
Nah, the one I got out.
Oh. There it is.
I don't know where it's at. I did have an one out of that for everybody to use. I don't know where that's at.
Make sure I get it back.
Hey, the water.
Quora. Oh, Quora.
Like,
Yeah, but you're with a K, right?
I'm gonna see.
Oh, this is a Q, Quora.
Oh,
And that means come near.
this would it be at there? It's like,
Let me show you. You write the word come near. I like that purple. That purple is popping. So you like purple? No, color was nothing. Word come near. Oh, look, I'm sure I'll put it. I don't know what that means. Come near will be. Oh, all right, I'll write it out. Don't mind my writing. Sometimes I use lowercase and uppercase. It's kind of weird. When you see how I wrote that, it's uppercase, lowercase, uppercase. All right, I'm weird. Sorry. Sorry about that. Write that. Come there. I'm writing the ancient first. Yeah. That's how you would write come near. And then it's korah. Korah means come near. It's different words. Oh, that's crazy because it's the same thing. It's a lot of Q's. I dig it. And hey. You guys have any questions about the masculine and the male? I know you just came in.
Live.
Alright, no sweat. Doing something else. Like, yeah, Korah means come near. Kind of like sometimes, this how like they come up with names sometimes, like biblical names when it comes to being in the school due to like personalities and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, after you do your 90 days, and as a male in the school, you know, you get a name for your personality, where your spirit is projected. You know, and it's like somewhat of names, but I wouldn't say these are all names, but you can't come up with a name like that. Like my name is Kapar, which means he is clean. And this brother's name is Karab Mashak. What's Karab Mashak mean?
Full sword.
Pulled sword. This brother's name is Sawab. Sawab, what does Sawab mean? You said conclusion to.
Decision, conclusion.
Oh, it means decision, conclusion, and to fulfill. Fulfill, Salaki, to fulfill. Commandant, what does your name mean, sir?
Anvil. Unmovable, solid,
So like one of them ship things. Like you just
not an angle.
That's an anchor.
Yeah, there you go. That's what.
No, anvil is what a smith will use to make a sword, to make a tool.
But
Oh,
like
nice.
solid, like the solidness, right?
Yeah, he's solid, unmovable. You know what I mean?
Same here.
And that's how these brothers' names, it's one thing to have the name, but it's another thing to actually keep that name and hold yourself to that name. You know, like I said, my name means he is clean. Just be clean, whether it's with my spirit or the way I do things. My car dirty right now. I gotta wash it, but. But in other words, you players mess up every now and then, but just hold yourself to that name. Whatever your name is, whatever the Lord sees your name, show proof that you hold yourself in high regards to keeping that name strong. Because when you come into these classes, you gotta understand you are battling with demons. It's a spiritual warfare, and those powers that come against you want to see you fail. They don't want to, even when you even earn your name, they want to shame that name. Just like what Job was going through when Job was battling. You know what I'm saying? His wife said, "Curse the Lord and die." All the things that he was going through. So you understand that, like, those spirits want you to, and it wasn't her necessarily, it was the spirit in her, because she seen what was going on, and she was just like, just do this. You know what I'm saying? Whatever spirit was moving her. But understand when you're working with the Lord, you're coming against many wicked spirits. The spirits don't want, as long as you're doing you conform to this world, you do everything that this world wants you to see you do, they don't have a problem. You don't have nothing to worry about. But when you say, you know what, I'm gonna stand up, I'm gonna stop eating pork, I'm gonna stop eating shrimp, lobster. I'm not gonna be a homosexual. I'm not gonna do any drugs. Those are when those same spirits come to attack you, depending on what you're battling with, because those same demons know how to attack you. I remember when, I'm just speaking, but this is a while ago. Well, no, I said a while ago, like years ago, when I was smoking weed in the world. I remember, because I you'd have to buy weed. I don't want to get into that, but that, in the world, that's what you do. You have to go buy it. I remember sometimes I wouldn't have no money and stuff like that. I could not, nobody was dealing with me. As soon as I said, you know what, I don't want to smoke weed, nothing, I had people, and this is no lie, I had people coming up to me like, hey man, you want something here? I'll give it to you. I'm like, nah, I don't smoke weed. But it was just, those demons, those same demons that was like, man, I'm saying to myself, like, I remember when I couldn't find that. Now people offering me weed. You know, those are those demons, those certain type of demons, they know how to attack you. They know how to get you, but it's on you to know how to battle your demons. And know, and it sometimes it may be hard, but you have to overcome. Yeah, you can't be weak. Like we normally have a banner that says no cowards. Because we cannot be weak. In times like this, we have to be strong. Somebody has to be a light to the world. You have to be a light to the world. You don't want to, like I said about the names, and you hold yourself to them. You don't want people to ever try to contradict what you believe, what you stand for. You know, because a lot of people, when you come into this, you're going against Christianity, and Christianity is like the heaviest drug. You think we're talking about crack and all these other things? Christianity is a heavy drug too, because when it comes to Christianity, it's kind of like you are on a high. You think that God's just all loving, and you think he's just some kind of person, like he's just the softest thing. And then you won't hear nothing past that. You won't hear nothing past that. Not my Jesus. You can't tell people. And things that come out of the scriptures, you couldn't go against. Like, you go to the scriptures and show them, they wouldn't believe what you said. All because Christianity that's how they were raised in the church. You know what I'm saying? You tell them, oh, I'll show you in the Bible. They don't want to hear that. They'll cut you off real quick. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because Christianity is another thing. And then when you're battling, when you're coming out, when you come into this truth, you start battling against your family. Your family's number one. There's a scripture, I forgot, I'm paraphrasing. It's about, I think it's like, huh?
Which one?
Is it like Matthew 10, I believe, Matthew 10, verse 30. Your foe, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You go again, it's your family.
You want that?
Yeah, Con, could you pull that for me, Baba Kasha? That means please in the Hebrew. Baba Kasha means please. So when y'all hear me say that, certain words, that means please. But when you're coming out of the world, your family's gonna be the number one people, because they're like, why are you acting like this? You don't eat shrimp, you don't eat crabs, you don't eat pork. You were raised on pork. You know what I'm saying? If it's a sin, where did you see that in the Bible? Then you show them in the Bible. Wait, that's Old Testament. And then you're like, well, tithes are Old Testament. Now I don't want to hear it. And your family, now you crazy to your family. You hear him or you hear her. They don't eat pork. This is what we will. I don't know what she's been listening to. I don't know what he's been listening to. And and your family's thinking you crazy now. But in actuality, they're crazy because the things that they say they represent, like they say they represent the Lord, it goes against the Bible. Like even homosexuality. You show people, listen, the Lord loves me for who I am. But there's a scripture that says the Lord is against what you're doing. And they'll get mad because they feel Christianity makes you one. They feel like it's like a chameleon type thing. Like Christianity molds to whatever you are. But in fact, the Lord is against that. So when you show them that they're worshiping false idols, and that's antichrist, they get angry. You start to see if people cuss you out, start talking behind your back. I got family, they could be watching right now, but they know they don't deal with me. They got me on Facebook like, oh, they'll see me when somebody dies, and they think I'm crazy. But in fact, I'm like, y'all crazy because y'all talking about y'all love the Lord, but y'all for everything that the Lord is against. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't eat, and whatever that whole that Last Supper, that picture that was fake. Right. You know what I'm saying? We know, but just imagine if it was in their eye, inside of the world now. You would see them Last Supper, they eating crabs. shrimp, pork chops. That's how they would see it. And they were like, the Lord, they wouldn't mind that. But in fact, the Lord was against all those things. You know what I'm saying? The Lord was against that. So understand, when it comes to your battle, you have to stay in your battle strong. You know what I'm saying? Battle them demons. Don't be weak. So you might have to lose your family. You know what I'm saying? But if you notice, if you've been in here, you got a family. This is your family. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, we are a nation. You know what I'm saying? We might be like, oh, we got different families. We are the same blood too. We are the same blood too as well. So we all family in here. So go ahead. Hey, did you find that, sir?
Yeah, he's
gonna read it right now.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am come not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against his mother, and the daughter-in-law against his mother-in-law. And man's foes shall be they of his own household.
You hear that? Your foes. The people you're in, like your foes. You know, your foes is like almost like your ops. How you would say it. Your foes, the same people that go against you. Those are going to be it's going to be of your own household. They're going to be the ones in your household. Oh, you hear him? He going over there. He in a cult now. Right. You know, they're over there. That's how they feel. But that's your family. Those are going to be the people that go against you. That's why your mother, your father, you may go against. They're going to go against that because it's contrary to what they've been taught. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter with Christianity in America, Christianity is another form of white supremacy.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's an indoctrination of something that's contrary to God, but it's to put another person at a pedestal. Because if you ever seen the picture of Jesus Christ, which we know him to be Caesar Borgia, right, of the Borgia family, they actually have a show about the Borgias. You know what I'm saying? They actually have a show about them. But Caesar Borgia, his father wanted Michelangelo painted a picture of Caesar Borgia. He painted a picture of him, but they called that Christ. But it's in your grandma's house now. If you're a Christian Catholic, all you see these white deities. Those are false idols. But those if you go in your grandmother's house and you tell her who that is, they're not going to hear you. They're going to go against that. But they will, because they believe Jesus Christ. Now you have to go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just had a question. Did they have a show?
They have a show called the Borgias.
Wow.
They have a show called the Borgias. So I honestly, when you go in there and then you see this white painting of a white man and he has stringy hair. It's not the woolly hair that you hear of the texture of Yahweh Shah, which we know to be Jesus Christ. He has stringy hair, blue eyes. He just looks like a soft man, and they call that Jesus. But in fact, we know. Go ahead.
So like I said, I was gonna say, and just to add on what you're saying, if you search up Cesar Borgia, he will literally come up as the make believe Jesus that
right.
Christianity follows.
but in actuality, this is the Jesus Christ that we've been following.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I was in Christianity, when I was on that drug Christianity, sometimes I'll be praying and I'll be trying to search and see his face. All I can see is this white man.
Right.
But what that does is give them a dominance. So when you look at a white man, you say, damn, he looks like, I've seen it. We were at the club. This dude had long hair. They're like, that's Jesus.
Right.
They said that they were clowning. They were like, look at Jesus. In my mind, I'm like, Jesus don't look nothing like that.
That's right.
But through the pictures and the way that everything's carried, that's how white supremacy, Christianity was formed. You know what I'm saying? to have this dominance. This is why they rule America. They gave themselves the most powerful image that you can give anybody. Right. Jesus Christ, he was under the Creator, but in Christianity, they almost try to make you think that Jesus was the Creator, which we know he was not. But they will make it seem like Jesus Creator. So when you look at him, you're like, oh, this is God himself. He was a white man. If you go ask any old white Christian, you tell him, he's going to say, Jesus Christ is white. He don't show you a picture of him. And this is what they believe. And this is why they can enslave the black man, the Hispanic man, the Native American man. Right. Because they feel like these people are underneath them. They feel like our people are gods. Have you ever watched The Passion of Christ? You guys go watch those shows. The movie, it was a movie. Look who are the people in the background, the Sadducees and Pharisees. Go look at who those people were. They were Caucasian people. So that's another form of white supremacy. It's letting you know we are gods. And who are y'all? Y'all peasants. Yeah. So that's why they can go kill a black man on the streets and get away with it. Nobody have compassion for it. You know what I'm saying? They'll think like that. But you imagine if the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American men knew that they were the true children of the Lord, how they would react to life now. That's a royalty. You know what I'm saying? That's a royalty that you have, but you don't even know it. That's why we are the lost children of Israel. Right. Because we don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? You go down some of these streets, and I'm not just talking about these streets. You can go to any hard streets in America. You can see some of our sisters walking down the streets half naked. Brothers down there gangbanging, selling drugs, and all. But you imagine if these same people understood who they were biblically. Man, you're the child of the Most High. You would carry yourself a little better. You would think, damn, I'm the Lord's son. The rest of these nations, they don't have that. So I got to carry myself better. I got to be a better person. But until you get into these classes and you step away from Christianity, you're going to be lost. Right. Until then. Because Christianity tells you that the Lord loves everybody. We were just talking about last night, through all the rapes, the murders, the lynchings, all these things, now we go to heaven. I go to heaven, I got to go with these same people that done this to my ancestors, but the Lord forgave them. What kind of heaven would that be? And they're like, yeah, God forgave us. And we be in the kingdom like, damn, for all the stuff that my people never raped and murdered y'all people. We didn't enslave y'all, but y'all in heaven too. Damn, who has to pay for it? Nobody pays. And that's why the Lord said he's a man of war. And he said it himself in that same scripture. He said, think not that I come in peace, but I come with the sword. So the Lord ain't coming here where people think that he's coming here to be hugging and loving. He's not coming like that. There's a lot of wicked that have been done on this earth, and it has to be paid for. You know what I'm saying? So I like to say this: when you come in and you fighting these demons, understand that you have to hold yourself accountable to everything. Because little do y'all know that you're the only person. You guys are going to be the only people that's judged for your demons. Definitely. I'll be wondering. It's crazy because I'm a weird. Like I'll be thinking myself like, the Exorcist and all that stuff. I'm like, how come that only happens to white people? You know what I'm saying? Like you ever see The Exorcist? I'm watching all of them. I used to freak myself out, and I'm like, why does this only happen to white people? Like they get possessed because maybe they got the devil in them already. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that to be imps, but we know through the acts of what we've seen in history that they do have a lot of wickedness in them, as far as with the treaties that they always broke, with the enslaving. They didn't want to. You know what people did when they let the slaves free? There was a man who hung all his slaves when they was free. When he found out they was free, he wouldn't let them go. He hung all of them. There's some trees down south that they try to hold on to. Like there's 100 people that got hung from this tree, and they proud about it. You know what I'm saying? There's a family somewhere down south that got a book with skin with African. I mean not African, Slovakia. I hate to say that. With Negro skin. Somebody has that. They've made shoes out of skin.
Right.
Go ahead.
So like I was just gonna bring the precept.
Go ahead, bring that precept
So
up.
like I said, but it says Numbers 35, chapter in the early chapter, beginning of 33, verse 33. It says, "For blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein. But the blood of him that sheddeth defile not, therefore the land which is ye shall inhabit." So like I was just basically pulling that to piggyback on what you said about the atrocities that the white man has done.
Exactly.
He's just gonna be forgiven. You know,
How can this land that was built on blood be enriched? I've heard plenty of presidents say, pray for America.
right.
But America was a land before it was America by the Native Americans, the so-called Isukrites in America, the so-called Latino, or you would call them Latinos, and they've been killed off their land. California was a piece of that. You imagine? I think about this because I'll be like thinking like, damn, you imagine what happened in California,
Right.
in Texas, when there was these Latinos, these Mexicans was like, this is our land. You think some people were like, all right, we just gonna go back this way. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna just be right here. Y'all can have this. Something had to happen in this land for them people to do that. There had to be a lot of bloodshed right here. You know what I'm saying? It had to be something for them people to give up their land freely. A land? America, you know, nowadays, man, America, they claim everything. Only thing they cannot claim is the damn ocean. They wish they could.
Right.
And you know, if the ocean would swallow them up, they would claim the ocean. Go ahead.
It's like in America call it the forgotten war.
Right.
Like we forgot. It's like
And just like a lot of like even Black Wall Street. I don't know if y'all have heard about Black Wall Street. Now they're barely coming up with. They found recently a couple years ago they found a grave. They found like a gang of bodies under there, and they found out it came from 1920, the massacre that happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was a race war. You know what I'm saying? It was falsified information from a man supposedly getting on an elevator, touching a so-called white woman, and he supposedly whatever. They put him in jail. Then they went to war with these people, and these people were established. They had their own part of the city. They could go to the white side and work. They can't shop there. They can't do anything but work over there, and then go back to their side of town and go home. But in their side of town, they were flourishing. They had vehicles. They were living great. This other people, the so-called Caucasian man, was angry about it. They wouldn't. Even the police department said, "Pick up a gun, and we're going down." They were against the people over there. They were killing people, for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you got when you think about America and how America came about. America was built on white supremacy. You look at the shows, everything nowadays. If you have that mind state, you'll look at it totally different.
right.
It's built on white supremacy, from the presidents to everything. Even today, even with Kamala Harris, whatever her name is, to find out she's not having a black drop of blood in her. Her family were Indians from India. Her father was just in Jamaica, so they called him Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? And they that's how they spoon-fed the black vote. They wanted the black vote, so they had to tell y'all, and she's like, oh, I eat hot sauce on everything. Black people don't eat goddamn hot sauce on everything. That's how ignorant they wanted us to think. She like, oh, I eat hot sauce. I forgot what she said. It was just so stupid. She said she was in college listening to Tupac. You know how old this lady was? Tupac just turned 50 a couple days ago. She was in college listening to Tupac. But that's just how they want us to think. They want us to be, you gotta understand, they want us to be dumbed down. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we have to start having the visual. This is why we have these classes where we're waking our people while we're learning our language, our native tongue. This is our native tongue. The Lashawan is our native tongue. You know what I'm saying? This is where we have a place. This is our utopia. Our place of peace. When we come in here, this is where we learn about our history. Well, something that we should love. You know, not something where we are hate. We're not. They try to make us seem like we're a hate group or we're glad. No, we just teaching our people that we have to start loving ourselves, loving our people, not understand who we are, how we ate, how we drank, our language that we spoke in. This is why these classes are important. So y'all can start loving yourselves. So we can start loving ourselves again. Because we've been built on so much hate. America's got us thinking that we're Americans. We got red and blue. We fighting over red and blue. Confederates and what is that? Confederates and what is it? The Democrat. That's red and blue all over again. My brother boxed. He said that's how they do in boxing. They'd have the red and the blue. And this is the kind of war we're fighting, a white supremacy war within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? The Hispanics, our Chicano brothers, the Norteños wear red. The South Siders wear blue. We don't understand that. That's another form of white supremacy. Right. And guess who we fighting against when we wearing this red and blue? Ourselves. Right. We're not like the Klan. The Klan rallies up, getting all white sheets, and go chase black people and Hispanic people. We chasing our damn selves. That's why I say we built on, that's white supremacy, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's just a good thing where, like, we have the classes in the Isupk where they want to teach you love yourself, love your brothers and sisters, learn your language, man. Understand this is something to grow on when the king, we're gonna build the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom's gonna be here on earth. But we have to make sure while we're doing that, we get the filth out of our nation first. We have to cleanse our blood, our nation first. We can't be drug dealers. We can't be prostitutes. Our women can't be out here thinking that twerking is just the most beautiful thing in our sight. Don't get me wrong. If you're a woman and your husband, you're at home, you can dance and do all you want with your husband. But being on the internet and shaking your butt, you letting everybody see you wearing the shortest thing, showing the secret parts that you're not supposed to reveal to anybody but your husband, that's out of order. You know what I'm saying? We live in a land that's out of order. It's wicked land. That's why the Lord's going to come back the way he is. He ain't happy with us as well, but he loves us. He has mercy on us. This is why we have classes like the Lord's like, I'm going to set the Isupk up. I'm going to set these classes up so we can teach. I'm going to have some brothers raise our people up, raise our understanding up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of what we speak about is not contrary to what's outside this door. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will go against, they will love to argue. I'm on the internet all the time. A lot of people just love to argue about that. But understand the message that we have behind this. We just want our people to wake up and love each other and be some righteous people and not kill each other. You know what I'm saying? So we can build something for our children. Our children's children can have something that we have. You know what I'm saying? Well, as far as loving each other and having self-respect. If we had self-respect, we wouldn't be in a situation like this, to where it's justified to look at the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans as nothing. You know what I'm saying? Where they have detention centers with Hispanic kids in cages, and they had foil blankets, man. Some of them had no running water, and they was drinking water out of the toilet. in detention centers. There's some of these little girls over there in the detention centers getting molested. Grown men over there sleeping with these little girls. You know what I'm saying? That would be out of order. You know what I'm saying? And it's not righteous. America's wicked as hell. We think that we talk about our brothers that's over there selling drugs, the cartels. But who's making these cartels rich? You know what I'm saying? Who's making them think, all I gotta do is cook some dope and pass this to America and I can live right? You know what I'm saying? Somebody's behind that. Somebody came into these neighborhoods and put crack cocaine into these neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Who did that? That's where we have to get with we have to start dealing righteously and start understanding where we're at. You have to have a military mind state when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Lord is a man of war. So how we have to deal with this land, it's a spiritual war. Understand, it's a spiritual war before anything. It's not just something that we see and we're going to bear arms. We can't beat them in no wars. They have something that can look straight through here right now. They have little drones they can kill people with. You know, they send drones and kill many people over there in the Middle East, children and all that. That's not the war that we're going to fight. That's a carnal war. We have a spiritual war. We have the Most High, who's going to fight many wars like he fought for Joshua. We just have to be ready to let that go. We have to be ready to say, you know what? I'm letting America go. A lot of people say, oh, you know, it's not about, you're going to live in this land. Of course, you have to live in this land, but you can let go of the things that come with this land.
Right.
Like dealing with these people. And you don't have to, it's just do not abort an Edomite. You know, we're not going out there chasing them in big pickup trucks and going lynching them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about that, but love your people.
Right.
Give your people, show mercy on your people. Give your people a chance, and you see how that land works. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna work better for you than it is against you. Because this is one thing we hate ourselves. You know what I mean? The so-called Negro, so-called Hispanic, we hate ourselves. You see our women put blonde hair and they put blonde hair, they dye their hair blonde, or they wear a blonde weave. You know what I'm saying? We want to be like this nation because we feel like, well, the way we are is ugly. That's why we want to be like them, because we feel like we're ugly. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part is you see people like Kim Kardashian, which they're Arabs, they do the lips. Well, they say, well, you have the big lips.
Right.
They do the lips. They do the hips. They doing everything to look like y'all. You know what I'm saying? You see a Hispanic, or you see a Judite sister, a Native American woman, and then you think about what we have, and then we look at what they have. You know what I'm saying? It's totally different. And the way that our women's spirits are, they're like, we have, like, you see how like Beyonce is. You see how like even like Shakira, or even better, you see how sisters, remember Selena back in I don't know, y'all probably young, but I remember Selena. Yeah, sisters like that. Them was bad sisters. Now you're looking at everything. Now we're looking at all our women that are going out there getting butt implants, breast implants, all unhappy with themselves. Because they following behind a Hollywood nation, Hollywood. They following behind Hollywood. And Hollywood those people ain't even, there's, man, if you ever seen, I forgot what the show's called, but they do so many plastic surgeries, they look like monsters. I forgot what the show's called. Botched. They do so many damn surgeries to themselves. They look like monsters. Their lips just crazy. Because they were just so unhappy with themselves. They could never be what they wanted to be. Oh, they thought, oh, if I make my lips like this, and the lips, doctor did a bad job. Lips is crazy as hell. Get their breast, one breast bigger than the other one, and butt, you can flip the thing over, and it just, man. That's what America does to us. Turns us into. You see what happened to Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson went out there and thought he could. I'm gonna bleach my skin first. He bleached his skin. He looked crazy as hell. Then he turned around. Michael Jackson after that, after he bleached his skin, he did something to his scalp. His hair got on fire. Then he put hair implants in his head. Then he had like a silk wig on. You know what I'm saying? Then it's just so much self-hate to where the point to where they found like he's a child molester. Then all that stuff he did to himself, they turned around, stripped him naked, and seen his body parts. To me, the point of them seeing his body parts, they want to see. I wonder, do you bleach your whole body? Let's see what you look like under that. You know what I'm saying? The man started taking so many damn drugs, he overdosed. You know what I mean? Doctor told him not to take that many doses. He like, give me the dose. And the dose and put his ass to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And that's America. And we have to step out of America. I ain't saying leave, but take American culture out of take that out of your values. Don't believe in Americans' values, because America doesn't value anything. Right. America's all about control. You know what I'm saying? If America can't control you, to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. Everybody that you could think about. You know what I'm saying? But we have the Lord behind us. You don't think that they would? They think we crazy anyway. So ain't nobody taking that message. But you imagine when this message start really getting out there, people gonna be like, man, them crazy. Them people that was talking that crazy stuff are right. Where them brothers at? You know what I'm saying? We need to get with them. But imagine if this was all over the airways. Man, they've been trying to send every bomb in this place as they could, because they don't want nobody. They don't ever want you to go against the powers that be. You see what happened to your boy Kaepernick when he took a knee. Right. And they was like, hell with that. We'll kick you out there. You ain't never gonna play NFL. You did all that for nothing. All because you wanted to support your people. You can't, man. America will not let you do that. You know, if you try that, America will make sure you live in a body bag. But thank God, since 1969, General Yohanna's been holding this down, this truth down. And when we have a place to where this is protected by the Lord, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be here until the kingdom comes back. Yeah, because this is what we're doing. We're nation building. We're building our nation back up. It might take a small grain, but we're gonna build it up. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that's waking up. This brother just came in. I just met this brother maybe a year ago. You know what I'm saying? But that's what this is gonna be my brother's forever. You know what I'm saying? And his family as well. This is how you build your nation up. It might be slow, but it's gonna be sure. You know what I'm saying? That's why it says make your election sure. Make sure this is what you want to do. You don't go back out of the matrix. Go back into the world and be normal. Try to be normal. And you'll understand it's like being normal is what? Just living in sin and celebrating and saying I can go to church on Sunday. That ain't happening. That is not happening. Well, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to this kingdom, man, you're gonna be in fear. You're like, man, I'm gonna die. What else do I got after this? I don't got nothing after this. I'll go back and try to be normal after I know so much. Right. It ain't even worth it, because Christianity can't teach me that. I won't even step in the church anymore. I don't give a damn what family member died. They say bow your heads. I'm not praying to the same God y'all pray to, because I know you have God y'all pray to is a white man who hates blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? That would rather see us dead. You know what I'm saying? And the God I pray to loves my people, loves everything about us, has mercy on us, tells us not to eat shrimp, crab, or lobster. You know what I'm saying? Where we have diabetes and we have these. You imagine why we are like leading in high blood pressure and all, even diseases, because we are the Lord's people. And who is he gonna whip more? He's gonna whip his children more. because he loves his children. You might think, oh, and he has mercy on us too. But it's only so much he can take where he like, I can't do nothing with you. You know what I'm saying? I got a little cousin, and I just see my little cousin, and he just died on a motorcycle. You know, and not to bring him up, but I was like, damn. And all my family was crying. My other cousin was like, I'm gonna kill myself and all this stuff. I'm like, you tripping. But I'm like, damn, I'm seeing my little cousin he's popping pills. They got a bunch of pictures of him. He's smoking weed. He got syrup. He's doing all this thing. I'm just like, my mind tells me like, the Lord probably was trying to tell you something, but like, what could he do with you? You in the final hours, right now, what can he do with you? It's not about getting high no more, trying to be the best rapper. You know what I'm saying? It's about building this kingdom up. If you ain't about that, we are useless. We have a purpose. Believe that. If y'all don't go with y'all calling, that's on y'all. And I believe the Lord ain't gonna have no use for you because you don't want to use your calling. Right. Until that next generation, this is all they speak about. This next that generation, they ain't gonna be all up on that. If the kingdom don't come before then, they gonna know all about that. See, my daddy used to take me to this. I know. Oh yeah. She was like, oh, slack. I'm not allowed to teach the scriptures, but hey, my husband can, or out here, can talk to my father. You know what I'm saying? She gonna, by that generation, they're gonna have some righteousness to them because they're gonna see so much. They're gonna, at the minute, it's only so much you can take until you come out of it. Just even like slavery, they thought, oh, they freed the slaves. No, there was a lot. If you go into history and you read the books, there was a lot of slave revolts where these people were killing their slave masters. They was breaking out. They might have got killed, but they was fighting. They got tired of it, and then people were like, we can't hold these people no more. And these people ain't going for it no more. They tired of this. They're not gonna let you rape. He's not gonna let you rape his wife no more. Right. He'd rather be dead than to let you take his wife in another shed and sleep with her. Give my wife a baby that ain't my damn baby. You know what I'm saying? They're getting tired of that, and that's the same here. We're gonna be tired of it. I mean, I'm tired of my brothers killing. I'm tired of us killing each other. So what does that make me do? Love my brothers more. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of my sisters being whores and doing all these things. What does that make me do? Stop loving whores. Because women only whores because men love whores. If men didn't love whores, women wouldn't be whores. If men love good women, women would act like good women. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a woman wants a man. She wants a strong man. And nowadays, America don't know. They don't teach you what a strong man is anymore. Now, a strong man is out there acting like a girl. A strong man is doing what D. Wade is talking about. He said he's not the head of the house. Now, his son can wear dresses, and he got a daughter already. He got a little daughter, but his 12-year-old son wants to put on girl outfits. What's his wife's name? The actress. Gabrielle Union. She's all for it. I would say something's wrong with all they butts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of got way off to that. We're gonna get right back into what's real, like, you know what I'm saying, our language. This is the classes for. I'll go deep, Salakia. Okay, this word is able. This is, in the Hebrew. The word for able in the Hebrew is yakal. That's how you would say able. The next word is above. The word for above in the Hebrew is ma'al. I'm going to have the brother come up here. He's going to write it out in the ancient and the Assyrian. In the our holy tongue, the language that we've been given for our forefathers. Crazy part is we've been beaten out of this language. We've been stripped. We've been told to learn another language. And nowadays we're proud of it. About our degrees and everything. We're like, oh yeah, I got this degree in that. In actuality, there was a degree that you got under your oppressor. And which means nothing because most of the people that got degrees doesn't even work in the career that they got the degree. You know what I'm saying? There's people that don't even got degrees. They got better jobs than people that got degrees. They just been working there for years. Like, how you get this? And she's like, well, now it's working here. You got to have a master's degree. Like, you ain't got no damn degree. You You know what I'm saying? The truth is, it's hands-on. Everything is hands-on. Psychiatrists, some of our damn grandmas were psychiatrists, grandfathers. It was wisdom. It's all about the wisdom that you learn in life. You know what I'm saying? And just because you got a degree don't mean you got wisdom, especially in certain things dealing with. Now a lot of things that we deal with in America is mental health.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of mental health because so many damn drugs have been passed down. Our family members have been on drugs for years. You know what I'm saying? Kids, crack babies. You know what I'm saying? That's the generation I come from. I got like cousin mamas were smoking dope and had them. You know what I'm saying? And some dudes are straight nuts. I wonder why we can't see the chats.
The comments, right? I can't see them.
Oh yeah, they're lucky. They have trees that are in front of the courthouse. Yeah, exactly. You see somebody washing it. They got trees like that. They hung people proudly. Okay. I know they already explained to y'all. This makes it sound singular. I'm just gonna go back over it. This makes it sound singular when you see that under it, and then when you see this under a word, that's a connector. It connects the sounds together. That connects the sounds. So the word is Yah-Call. As we know, if you do have a chart in front of you, Ka is an alphabet as well, and La is an alphabet. But these are connected, which makes Call. So that's where you see the connections between the Ka and the La, right here. So Yah-Call. And as you know, when you write, I wrote it out in the English. This is sounded out in the English. This able Yah-Call. When it's written from left to right. But in the Lashawan, the Holy Tongue, we write from right to left. So when you think about how I'm writing this, it's written this way. So I'm going this way now. Like this Yah, this is the Yah. This is the Ka, this is the Ka. This is the La, this is the La. But it's going from right to left. So that's Yah-Call. As you can see, the sound is singular, so you have you can sound it out. So you have the Yah, which is singular Yah, and then you have the Call. Yah-Call, that's how you would sound it out. And this is in the ancient. This is the Assyrian under. That's the Assyrian. This is an Assyrian is totally different because the Assyrian does not have connectors. What the Assyrian has is a double character. There's double characters in the Assyrian. If you have a chart in front of you, if you do need a chart, go ahead and put it in the chat. I can send one to you via Messenger if you're on Facebook, or if you are on YouTube, I can send it via email. But just put your email in, and I can send one to you. But as you guys can see right here, because I'm showing the people in the class, the chart, the actual chart, there's a double characters for some of these alphabets. As you can see, like this, the Ka, there's a double character. For the Ma, there's a double character. For the Na, there's a double character. For the Pa, there's a double character. For the Tza, there's a double character. Only a few words have double characters. But with using the double character, the first characters used in the beginning or the middle of a word. The second character is always used at the end of a word. It's always used at the end of a word. So I can show you that one while we're going through here. I'm going through some of these vocabulary words, and I'll show you how some of these double characters are used because I do have some double characters in the vocabulary. So I'll show you. Excuse me, Salaki. I don't know what that was mine. Okay. Like I said, with the Assyrian does not have the connectors to it. It's just written straight out. So this is the Ya, the Ka, and the La. Yakal. That's how that is written. It's just written straight out. The next word is above. The word for above is ma'al. Ma'al. And this is the ma. You see that? How the ma, I dotted it out so you can see that when you write the spaces. So you can see the spaces, so you can sound it out right. So that's the ma, and then there's the al. The I is its own independent. That's its own sound. Remember, if you have the chart in front of you, the I is its own sound already. And then the la is its own sound. So those are connected. So you have the ma and the al. You see how that's singular? The singular, and you have the connectors. That's how you write that. Now, ma'al in the Assyrian, this is a double character. Remember, the ma is a double character, as you can see. This ma, you would pull out this first ma on the chart when you're using it. The first ma is used in the beginning or the middle of a word. So in this case, it's used in the beginning of a word. So the first character of this ma that's going to be the one you would write because it's used in the beginning of a word. Because the first character of the ma is used in the beginning or the middle of a word. So in this case, it's the beginning. So you use that first character. That's how you would use that double character. Then you have the I and the la. It's written straight out by all. The first word is able. The word for able in the Hebrew translating the Lashawan is yakal. This is how you would write yakal in the ancient. This is how you would write yakal in the Assyrian. The next word is above. The word for above is ma'al. This is how you write ma'al in the ancient. This is how you write ma'al in the Assyrian. Let me know if y'all have any questions. I need some help with something. Go ahead.
So the sound for I is ah?
No, it's I.
I.
I. It's just I.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
But when you would write it, when you would put it when you connect it together, it's ah. Ah, like it almost saying ill, but it's ah.
So it wouldn't be my ill?
It would be my ill if you want to, but ill is like two L's. My al, remember it's I, so my al.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's connected, you're connecting the sounds together. Now, if it was by itself, you would say my I, but you have a lot at the end of it, so it's my al. Contrary, it's similar to the English language, but you gotta remember this was here before the English language. And if you know about this, there's no J's. And this is the holy tongue that was given to Jesus Christ himself. Well, we call him Jesus Christ, but we know, being in truth, his name was Yahushua. So there was no J's until the 1400s. So when people say, oh, his name is Jesus Christ, he said he was a man of many names, but Jesus Christ was the name that they were calling him back in those days. They weren't saying Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's what they weren't saying.
Because the letter J wasn't invented yet, right?
Yeah, J wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it, like I said, a lot of it goes with a lot of what we know from Christianity goes with just white supremacy. And once you understand that, it makes it a lot easier for you to understand the control in it. Because they found scriptures where they would use that to control slaves. We use certain scriptures, obey servants, obey your masters, and they would use that. But in actuality, that was just some crap that they used. You know what I mean? That's just to enslave people. But we're at the end of the class, so we're gonna get out of here. Hey, shalom, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shabarakathum, to the brothers, to the sisters, Yahweh Shamar Ilathan Bahashim Yahweh Shah.